Hey, I'm so excited that you're here on our platform, Created for More. And let me just give you the time to get in.
Yes.
We no, just in case if you're wondering why we keep looking around, because we have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have TikTok. So from time to time, we'll be going through different screens, but we want to welcome you as you come in the chat, as you come in and enjoying this conversation. We're going to be having a really important conversation with you today.
Yes. Hi, Gary. Welcome to our live. Welcome to our live. Those of you who are just joining us, let us know. Drop a line in the comments. Where are you joining us from? Because we got our people from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, yeah.
We got our folks from Baltimore. We got folks from all over the world, really.
And in this global village, we have a global message. Do more. Looking to make our impact in the world. Let's just say hi. I see Papi saying hi.
Ralph, Sarah, welcome to our Get Paid to Be You. This is a preview to a masterclass that we're hosting on the 26th, the last Saturday in July, and it's going to be incredible. So be sure to be here. We're going to be here for about an hour, and make sure that you do not miss it, because if you love what we bring today, then you're certainly going to love what happens on Saturday, the 26th of July.
Yes, so it's all about getting paid to be you. And we're going to be talking about living in your authentic self, being more of yourself, walking in your truest potential, in your highest form of authenticity, and more importantly, as you walk in your value, as you walk in your genuine you, your real you. Somebody type in the chat, the real you. The real you, the real me. I'm not talking about the face you put on when you're at work, or the hat that you put on when you're at home, or whatever the different titles, because sometimes we associate ourselves with the things that we do. But we want to bring you into the space of who you should become. I'll say
That's
that one more
right.
time.
That's
We
right.
we often associate ourselves with the things that we do. I'm a carpenter, I'm a driver, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a mother, I'm a father, right? But who is the real you without the titles? If we strip all these things away, who is the true you, the real you? Type in the chat, the real you, because you can get paid for being.
You could get paid for being you, Dania. You don't have to come in a different package, just as you are, and we're living proof that this is real, right? We'll share a bit about our story, but just ordinary people with an extraordinary message on the inside, that we just decided to take that leap. We just figured that, the message that God gave us was bigger than for our community. It was more for the world. And if you've been feeling that burning desire, like, I've got something more to say, I've got something more to offer besides just clocking in your 8 to 4, Shamia, besides just, sharing your brilliant ideas with your friends and family, but you know that there's a bigger audience that you're supposed to talk to, that there are more people who can benefit from the things that you've experienced, the hell, the hallelujah, the journey that you've gone through. If you have been feeling this burden that there is more, this conversation is for you.
So we want you to know, Aiden, that the things that you've gone through, the journey that you've gone through, the places that you've been, the things that you've learned, the seat that you've sat in, even though we all, like for me, I come from I should say, relatively big family, two brothers, two sisters. I'm the last in the family, and we all had the same experiences in terms of parenting, lived in the same household, both parents. But just like when you sit at a table, everyone has a unique seat and a unique view. I'll say that one more time. Everyone has a unique seat
And a
and
unique
a
view.
unique view. Dre, nice. So glad that you're joining us. So glad, Vanessa, that you're with us.
Hello,
Mari,
Mari. Good
so
to see
nice
you
that you
all.
are with us. So we're tapping about understanding this unique view that you have, the unique sit that you sit in. And that unique experience is your greatest gift to the world. What you have experienced, despite being in the same room, in the same family, in the same workplace, in the same community, in the same nation, in the same hemisphere, you have a unique experience that is your greatest gift to the world. And we want you to be able to discover it, to uncover it,
Somebody type in the chat, discover it, because discovering the fact that you have a message is one of the first and most important steps that you can even have, right? Because when you discover, Carla, that there is more for you to do, you start to walk a little differently. You start to talk a little differently.
That's
Like,
right.
your friend circle starts to change, and you become the greatest gift to yourself first, and then you're able to be a gift to other people, Denisha. And so when you discover it, I want to see it in the chat. put in discover it and then hearts it up. Hearts it up. Let us know that we are on the same page, that we stepped into the right live stream today, okay?
The right room, the right conversation with the right people, because that's what all life is about. You are one person away from your greatest breakthrough.
That's right.
And as you have decided to joining on this live stream, for some of you, you're going to be looking at the replay. You're in the right place at the right time with the right conversation for the right moment. I see you, Nikki. For the right next step decision. So we're talking about get paid to be you. And it speaks to a masterclass that we would be having, and we want to invite you. It's in the description
And in the link in the bio.
yeah, where we're talking about what's the link?
Getpaidtobeyou.co.
Right? Getpaidtobeyou.co, where we'll be having a masterclass experience, breaking down a lot of the details and the layers and the deeper layers of what we're having in this conversation. But for now, we want to talk with you. The purpose of today's conversation is to agitate the frustration, because you see, sometimes we are all in a place where we feel some type of discomfort, but we're here to moderately, to significantly, maybe even mildly for some people, to discomfort you, to bring you now into action. Somebody type in the chat action.
Type in the chat action, especially those of you you're tired of just playing on the sidelines. You're like, I see other people winning. I see other people having these great experiences, getting brand deals, speaking on stages, writing books, and doing all the things that you know that you could do, but for some reason you've been stuck. Somebody type in the chat if that's you, if you've been stuck, because I remember being stuck. Okay, I remember being a professor at a university, and I had a glorified title, but my pockets, Mikey, they were flat, let me tell you. So I'm just like, okay, the students love me, they think that I'm having an impact, and I know that I'm being effective, but why isn't my pocketbook matching what my potential is? Why isn't my purse matching what I'm bringing to the table? And so when I realized that two things can't be true at the same time. You can't be telling me that my message is valuable. You can't be telling me that the skills that I've invested in hundreds of thousands of dollars at, getting a university degree, you can't tell me that that's valuable, but you're paying me pennies.
Yeah. Or it might be for someone, it may not be a degree like Shanta, but for you, it may be an investment in a business or investment in a job or a career. You've made the investment in your professional career.
For years, you're building somebody else's dream, okay?
Or an investment in your family. You've delayed your dream and you've put your dream aside for the greater good. I don't know if there's anyone here, you've always been at the back of your own line. Come on, you've put yourself, is that you, Kim? Is that you? Marcia, is that you? You've always placed yourself at the back of your own line because you're the good soldier. You're the one, Martinez, where you're always willing to be the good old soldier, to fall on the sword, to put your family first, to put your friends first, to put your children first. We have two beautiful children, Princeton and Genesis. My son, he is 8. And my daughter, she is 6, going on 7 next year. And as parents, we do it, right? We want to give the best to our children. We want to do the best. We want to be the best. Is there any parents in the house? If there's a parent in the house,
go ahead and hearts it up. Let us know we are not alone.
All right, we're having a conversation. All right, this is not a monologue, but a dialogue. Are there any parents in the house? Colleen, are you a parent? Let's see who else.
Sorabel, Donia, let us know.
All right.
Because this is a real conversation for real people. So I don't know about you, but I'm a real person, right? And we don't have it all together, but we have figured a couple of things out. Somebody say a couple of things. A couple of things is that we understand that the value that we bring just by being ourselves, just by being parents, by being entrepreneurs, by being just ordinary people, but we carry an extraordinary message.
And that's what we're here to let you know, though you are doing ordinary things in your mind, being the good soldier, carrying the purpose forward, clocking in the card, getting the assignments completed.
I see you, J-Man.
We've all done the things. We've ticked the box, but there is a box called purpose. that you haven't ticked in a long time.
Type in the chat purpose,
All right.
purpose, purpose. If you feel the pulse and the calling of your purpose, type in the chat purpose.
You want to move from the mundane things to the main thing. You want to be able to touch your purpose, not visit your purpose. You want to live in that space, in that sense of not just centeredness, but in a sense of momentum, where you are no longer just serving others because it's the right thing to do, but you're ready to serve at a level because you're called to do. Because we all know a career is what you get paid to do, right? But a calling is what you are made to do. So we're here to talk to those. You know that there is more to be done. You know there's more than being this great parent. There's more than being this great sister. There's more than being this great friend. You know you're called to shake nations. You're called to make a contribution.
That's right.
You're called to be mentioned. Am I in the right room? Am I talking to the right people? Are there some game changers here? Come on, if that's you, come on, type in the chat, that's me. I want you to begin to self-identify, because sometimes when you say it is where it energetically, positionally, you begin to, your body, your cells, your mind begin to say, hey,
that's me.
That's me.
and
Come
I
on.
want to become that person that I've claimed myself to be.
So type in the chat if that's me. Come on, say that's me. You're talking to me. Come on, type in the chat. Come, I'll start calling out some names here. Is that you, Martinez? Is that you, Bourbon? Is that you? Come on, is it you?
J-Man,
Are we
I
talking
see you,
to
Darcel. If we're talking to you, then you are definitely in the right place at the right time. And we're talking about how do you get paid for showing up as yourself, right? One thing that we've known over the years is that people want authenticity, right? Some of you have been posting for so long and you're not seeing any traction as it relates to your business. And you're like, you know, this is a waste of time, right? Some of you have been trying to build a business, a life out of, you know, social media, or you've started a business that you think is going to set you financially free. But because you're not seeing the clients and you're not seeing the people like and share your posts, you think, well, maybe it's just not meant to be. But we just stopped by to remind you that where you are right now isn't a lack of value, it's a lack of strategy. And we've come today to be your partners to help you get a little bit more clarity on how you can take what you have right now, not getting any more degrees, Lucia, not getting any more certificates, but take exactly what you have now and being able to monetize it, so that you are paid for the value that you bring. You're paid for the words that you say. You're paid for just being you. How many of you want to have that type of experience? Just type it in the chat. I want that.
I want that. I want that. All right. So let's go straight into some of the key areas that, you know, as I reflected on, you know, coming into this conversation, and many of you, I want to congratulate you for being in this conversation, for staying in this conversation. And one of the key things that I've learned is that the first battle, you know, I'm a person of faith, you know, I subscribe to not just the word of God, but to following after Christ. And one of the key lessons that I learned as I apply my faith is the first battle this world ever faced was the battle of identity. Somebody say identity.
Chelsea, say identity. Pablo,
Identity.
Identity.
Because there was this guy called Lucifer. For some of you, you've heard the name. Probably you've read it in some Greek mythology. For others who are scholars and you read the text, you've heard the name Lucifer. And this guy, his first crisis was an identity crisis. He said, I want to be like him. I want to be like someone else. And when he decided to be someone that he was not, he fell. I'll say that one more time. He decided he wanted to be like someone else. He said, if I could be like the Most High. And when he decided to be someone that he was not called to be, he lost everything. So when we talk about being paid to be you, paid means value. Value comes from your authentic self. And if Lucifer had appreciated who he was with what he had and what God had given to him, he would have continued in the position and excel in the position he was called to. Likewise, in business, in marriage, in life, you do not tap into your authentic self, you can fall, and not just fall, but lose the value that God had originally given to you. So I want to say to you, today is about taking ownership of the real you, because when you take ownership of the real you, the authentic you, value begins to flow.
Yes.
Come on, somebody. I said value begins to flow, because when we talk about money, money is simply a value exchange.
That's right.
Identifying value, and someone witnessed that value in you, and they simply do what is called currency to acknowledge that value.
And when we understand that what we already have is valuable, Shauna, we start showing up differently, right? And BC, I see you. Listen, you start behaving differently. You start to carry the same mantle that you know God put you in that room. You start to behave like you were sent on an assignment because you already know that even though you may not have the titles, you may not have the degree, you inherently carry value because of your life experiences, because of the things that you've gone through and come out of, because of the valleys that you trekked and survived. Like that is already valuable. So sometimes in Wale, we have this idea in our mind that we have to do more, or we have to associate with different people in order for us to say, okay, now I've made it. How many of you have been stuck in that sort of, that valley of feeling like, oh, well, until I go and take that class, then I don't know what I'm doing yet.
True.
You've discounted your value because it's so familiar to you.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes we think that in order for it to be valued, it has to be validated by somebody else.
And then because we hear the validation of others, then we begin to live. But I want to ask you the question. If you're never validated, if you're never acknowledged, if you're never celebrated, will you pursue purpose? Because oftentimes, truth be told, King, truth be told, the only time you're celebrated is because you persevered when there was no audience,
Yep.
when there was no crowd, when there was no acknowledgement. As a matter of fact, many of you who are in this room right now, you are innovators. And innovators are often misunderstood. And innovators are often misunderstood. And most times they are misinterpreted. And because you are an innovator, because you want to walk in your authentic self, because the truth is, there's only one. All right, somebody type in the chat, there's only one. Come
There's
on,
only
type in the chat,
one.
there's only one. I remember one of my mentors says, he said, you, be original, don't die a carbon copy. All right? All right, be an original, don't die a carbon copy. There's only one. There's only one of you. There's only one authentic self. There is only one opportunity for you. And when you have come into this earth, you have one fingerprint, you have one identity, and it's very important for you to embrace your unique self. Come on, somebody, type in the chat, there's only one.
There's
Come on.
only one. There's
Come on.
only one. And the interesting part about it is you are so valuable that God looked at the world and he saw that there was something missing. And hence you were born. That's the reason why we were born, is because God said, listen, I created all of these people, all of these things, but I'm looking and Shauna is missing.
Oh, come on.
I need Shauna to be born. I'm looking and I see BC is missing. BC has to be born. And so because the creator of all things saw the value in you playing a role in this world, it's time to play full out.
Come on, somebody
It's
say
time
I'm
to
ready.
play full out. Go and type in the chat, I'm ready.
Come on, I'm ready to play full
I'm ready
out.
to play full out.
Come on, full out, full out, F-O, full out. Come on, type it in the chat, Shauna.
I see you, Shauna.
She said, only one. My value doesn't need to be validated. That's right. So let's go straight into 7 core areas or 7 strategies that we want to share with you that allows you to understand your value. Because as we talked about before, for those of you who are now joining, we are talking about
Get paid to be you.
get paid to be you. And in order for you to be paid, we are talking about walking in your authentic self, your authentic story. And it's in that authentic discovery we've discovered that the first battle this earth faced was the battle of identity. We looked at the story, we looked at the account of Lucifer, who said, I want to be like the Almighty. And when he moved out of his authentic self, he lost everything. And maybe you're struggling to get momentum in your business. Maybe you're struggling to complete that book. Maybe you're struggling to get on that stage, to write your next best-selling chapter. Maybe you're struggling to put together that high-ticket program or course, or even just find what's your message. And maybe because you are missing that message, because you're missing you. I'll say that one more time. You're missing that message because you're missing you. Somebody say, I don't want to miss me anymore. I don't want to miss me anymore. Come on,
That's
type
right.
in the
Come
chat.
on, Judy.
I don't want to miss me anymore. I don't mind missing a friend for a day or missing a movie, but when it comes to the authentic me. I don't want to miss me anymore. Yes, we're being our authentic self. Many of you, you've said the only time I'm going to go live or do anything, I need to have everything in place. We've tried to go live probably 6 times before we came live, right? We have our nephews, our nieces, our son, our daughter, everybody's here, and we're having a fun time together, all right? So that just tells you, you don't start. It's not about perfection. It's about progress.
That's
Come on,
right.
somebody type in. It's not about perfection. It's about progress.
Because there will never be a perfect time. There will never be a perfect place. There will never be, just perfection in order for you to show up and come riding on the clouds and everything's okay. Not at all. You will go through some challenges, especially you'll find that your most successful moments in life will often be preceded, meaning before it actually happens, you will find that things are just challenging.
Yep.
You'll find that, listen,
It's not
I can't,
right.
I'm right. You'll maybe find yourself, I can't win for losing. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? I feel like we all have been in the same,
We've all
same
been there
room
before.
at the same time.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Come on, if that's you, come on, type in the chat. That's me. You're talking to me. Come on, you're talking to me. Type in the chat. I want to make sure that we're in the right place. We're talking to the right people at the right times. Come on, say it. You're talking to me. You're talking to me. And the first point we want to just share with you is you don't need to be someone else to succeed. You don't need to be someone else to succeed. And this is attached to sometimes we say, if I only knew this person, if I was connected to that person, if I had what they had, then I could be who they are. But if you dig layers into the stories of many successful people, the Elon Musk, the Bill Gates, the Oprahs, you name them, you would realize that their success code was embracing their unique journey and embracing their unique story that brought them to the place of success. So I want you to know you don't need to be anyone else. You simply need to be you. Come on, I just want to be me. Come on, type in the chat, I just want to be me. The more authentic your brand is the perfectly wrapped, hair stick down, presentation perfect, then people will begin to respect you. But the truth is, and we all say is that authenticity is your greatest currency.
Let's type that in chat.
Authenticity is your greatest currency.
Let's type that in chat.
Authentic greatest currency.
I love that.
People want greatest currency.
I love that.
People want to be able to identify with your bumps, your bruises, your failures, your bumps, your bruises, your failures, your mistakes, and not